right, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Twyla Wells, of Advancement and Community Relations at Johnston Community College. But I've also had the pleasure this year to be the chair of the board for Leadership Johnston. Dave Atkinson, also Tim Kerrigan. Tim has actually stepped into the role as board chair effective July 1. So you'll get to interact with him. I'm sure, I hope you stay engaged as alumni. This has certainly been, and we've said it ad nauseum really across the board, that things are unprecedented. And so I hope you'll take away that at nothing else, you're a tenacious group and you've been flexible and you've been willing to learn in different formats and engage. And I hope we can extend some additional opportunities for you next year because you have had to transition to a format such as the virtual experiences. But I hope you did get a lot out of this. I know that when I participated in 2003, I got a lot and still can stay connected to individuals that I connected with back when I'd returned to the county through this program. So I'm really grateful for the program. I'm grateful for you, for the dedication, and for your employers who have also made an investment in you through this program. At this time, I'd like to recognize our sponsors for the program. KS Bank has been in business since 1924, and it's probably one of the last remaining true community banks in the nation. And so I appreciate the level of partnership and community involvement to this program, to many programs across our county. So at this time, I'd like to recognize Harold Keene. He's president of KS Bank, and then Mr. Earl Worley, who's chief operating officer with
Well, thank you, Twyla. We're certainly not the only community bank in the country. We just happen to be the only community bank in our marketplace. So we're thankful. You know, we started out, as you said, in 1924 as a savings and loan and continued that way for many, many years. In the early 90s, we converted from mutual to stock ownership and began our effort to be a true community bank. And through the resources of a great KS Bank team, we think we've done a fantastic job of doing that and certainly support the 4-county area just southeast of the Research Triangle that we're in, primarily here in Johnston County, but a couple offices in Wake County. We're also in Wilson and in Goldsboro and Wayne County. And then we reach out all across the state through our wealth management and trust services. We are one of the few community banks who has a full trust department and provides that service. So we have somebody up in Waynesville and somebody down between Tar Heel and Wilmington in the eastern part of the state. And so we reach all across the state, and through them, we have banking customers now from all over the state. You know, you can do that in today's world because of technology. Through digital, we can serve anybody anywhere. And so we're proud to be able to do that. We primarily say we're a small to medium-sized business bank. We do a lot of products for small to medium-sized businesses in our marketplace, and obviously the individuals related to that. And so why a community bank? Why is a community bank important? Because our focus is right here, just as we said. We see so many times a national bank that's in our marketplace just pretty much cut off their construction lending. We know that's a big deal in our marketplace. I mean, the houses going up every day. Why did they do it? They didn't do that because of this market, because it's a great product line. They did it evidently because if they look all across the Southeast, they decided that wasn't a product that they were really interested in right now. So our focus is right here, just southeast of the Research Triangle. So we're glad to be a sponsor. We've been a sponsor at some level for over 20 years. We've been the program sponsor for the last 10 or so. So we're thrilled to be here. And Earl and I both have continually looked for opportunities to have our employees participate. They always get a lot out of it, and Hannah and Denise certainly have this year. They both have told me how much they have enjoyed it and how much they've learned. So it proves that it's a worthwhile program. Thank you for allowing us to sponsor the program, Twyla.
Thank you so much, Harold. We greatly appreciate it. Earl, would you like to say anything else additionally?
Yes, Twyla, thank you again for the opportunity to be a sponsor and to work with Leadership Johnston. We're proud to be a part of today's celebration. And at KS Bank, we continually are developing leaders through programs such as Leadership Johnston and the North Carolina School of Banking and other efforts of our internal training. And I'm reminded of a quote that Dolly Parton stated one time. It says, "If your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you're an excellent leader." And we believe that Leadership Johnston, we believe in Leadership Johnston. We believe this program does inspire individuals to do more, to learn more, and to dream more for our communities here in Johnston County. So we're very proud of the fact that we've had 8 from the program, including our 2 graduates today. And so on behalf of the bank, we want to congratulate all of you who have gone through the program and all your hard work and commitment to finish this course. We again want to congratulate Denise and Hannah from our organization. They've done a great job, and we appreciate the work that they do here, and we know that it's been enhanced by what they've learned through Leadership Johnston. Dr. John Maxwell is quoted as saying, "Leadership is not about titles, positions, or flow charts. It's about one life influencing another." So we hope that all of you will take the lessons that you've learned through this program and you'll influence your workplace, your community, and most certainly our county. So again, we thank you for the opportunity to be a sponsor, and congratulations to all of the graduates today.
Thank you so much. We are so grateful and continue to be very, very grateful, not only to this organization, but also to our community, as we said before. Thank you for joining us. Also joining us today, we have many leaders throughout our county with illustrious careers, and I'm always grateful to hear about other people's personal experiences. Joining us today as our guest speaker is Chad Henry. Chad is the Corporate Vice President and General Manager of NOVO NORDISK Diabetes Finished Products Facility in Clayton. Mr. Henry joined NOVO NORDISK in 2001 as a night shift packaging supervisor, and then he later held managerial, and senior leadership positions in both the finished production and aseptic production. 5 years ago, he moved to the diabetes finished product site in Denmark, where he served as plant corporate vice president. In 2017, we're glad that he came back home, returned to Clayton, and is serving in his current role. He's a native of North Carolina, grew up in Raleigh, and attended North Carolina State University, where he double majored in chemistry and polymer chemistry. Can't imagine. But please welcome Chad Henry.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. It sounds much more inspiring on paper than it really has been. No, I'm just really honored and thrilled to be with you and the team today. It's really, really inspiring for me to be around such wonderful leaders who have made such a commitment. On behalf of NOVO NORDISK and the 1,500 or so employees we have here locally, I just want to say congratulations to each and every one of you on graduating from such a special program. I know each and every one of you is bright, ambitious, dedicated, and which obviously encourages me for the future of Johnston County. Each and every one of you want to make sure your perseverance in completing this program. I can only imagine what it was like during these very unique and special times. I was asked to give a little bit of reflection from a leadership perspective. I don't think it's that hard these days to reflect because you have a lot of time by yourself and a lot of time on your own to think about your life and what's going on in and around you. So I just jotted down a few words. Hopefully you can find some relationship with them. And I'll start out by saying, I think no other time in our history, at least the recent history, where agility and flexibility has been so key in keeping people's sanity, quite honestly. I think that the response that we've needed during these days has been an excellent example for the nimbleness that we need to keep businesses running, to keep employees motivated and engaged, and just to keep life going as we have known it in the past. Certainly nothing has remained, let's say, normal throughout this entire COVID event. Business models, our learning methods, our social interactions, even going to the bank or the grocery store is completely different. Even as we are here today to honor graduation from this program, we've obviously had to adapt to a different format. I would have loved to have been with you in person, but obviously that's just not possible. So change comes almost out of the blue. So you have to be agile and flexible in your way to deal with it, especially in a leadership role. I would also say, as a leader of an organization that is constantly evolving, you have to be open to new ideas and technologies. Here we sit in a new technology that I didn't even know existed even 8 months ago. But I once remember a leader that I had, a very special leader, said, what got you here won't get you there. And I've taken that throughout my career. I have been in various leadership positions, and in each one is unique. And so I try to adapt my thinking way, my ability to relate to people and to motivate them to the unique situations that we're in. So just because you've been successful in one role in the past, make sure that you understand what's going to make you successful moving forward. That certainly is, have we not embraced technology and agility in the last 8 months, I'm sure we would have all gone crazy in some way. One other key for me is the value of stakeholder engagement. Being a member here in Johnston County, a business leader in Johnston County, we have a number of stakeholders, and we're very, very fortunate to be able to interact with them. I also have stakeholders in the community of patients that use our medicine. I have stakeholders who are in Denmark who run the large corporation that we have. So I would encourage you to reach out and ensure that you have an open dialogue with your neighbors, your partnering companies, the other municipalities that you engage with, other members of the community. That has to help to create an essential and engaged network. One example that I can use for you guys is during this entire COVID situation, there's been no playbook for, I can look at my colleagues there at the bank, and I would love to hear their thoughts on how they've had to keep their employees engaged and safe. I've been fortunate that I have a network of about 10 general managers for different pharmaceutical companies in the area. And we all, about once a week, get on a phone call together and we discuss, how do we keep our employees safe? How do we keep them segregated? That is in some way stakeholder engagement, and I'm sure those relationships will last for many, many years into the future. I also want to say, since each and every one of you is part of the Johnston community, please reinvest in the community in which you live. Being a member of this community is extraordinarily important to me, to our employees, and to our company. One of the tenets of our culture that we have at this company is to give back to the community around us, whether it means supporting local community events, sponsorships like my colleagues there at the bank have done with this program, being responsible for what you make, taking care of the environment, any other aspect that you can imagine. Please reinvest in your community and take care of it. Just today, I shipped over a delivery of around 3,000 masks, 10,000 gallons, and about 30 gallons of hand sanitizer to Johnston Health. We didn't have to do it. Of course, we could have kept it for ourselves, but there's a greater need in the community. And that is just one of many, many examples that I can share with you. But it's at the core of our foundation with our company to reinvest where we live. And one of the last things I want to leave you with is each and every one of you is I'm sure super bright and super talented. But please know you don't know everything. The bio that you heard earlier, I was very, very lucky in that I was only really smart in one thing, and that related to the chemical industry. But When you start talking business and banking and all kinds of other interesting things, I have no idea. But surround yourself with a diverse team of experts. Know your strengths, know who you are, and surround yourself with people that complement you. I once heard from the CEO at Duke Energy. He was speaking to a crowd of about 2,000 people, and he got up on stage for about 5 minutes, and he said, he introduced himself, he described his bio, and he basically said, "I'm not a good speaker. But what I do is I hire people to work for me that can speak much, much better than I can." And so he handed the mic off to these folks, and they blew me away for 30 minutes talking and inspiring. But what he could do is he could run a utility company. So please surround yourself with folks who you can respect, who you can garner ideas from, who you can bounce ideas off of. I promise you they will make you a much, much better leader. I heard Mr. Worley quote Dolly Parton. I can't compete with that, but I once heard Jim Valvano, the great coach at NC State, say, "Nothing great happens without enthusiasm." So you don't have to be a huge cheerleader. You don't have to have just this type A personality. People can read when you're engaged and you're enthusiastic about a particular subject or a particular matter. Let that shine. Let that show through. They will come on board with you. They will ride along the journey with you. So nothing great happens without enthusiasm. And one other reflection I had was through these many years of working in the pharmaceutical industry, we're heavily reliant on our people to make quality product. And one foundation that I've had through those years is no one goes to work to do a poor job. Everyone has a talent. You as a leader should help them find what that talent is and exploit that talent to the maximum. They will, again, go along with you on their journey because they are fully engaged and they're doing exactly what they want to do. So that's just a few reflections that I've had, let's say, over the last 8 or 9 months, obviously being self-quarantined, self-isolated, and what other self-isms I could come up with. But I just want to again say congratulations to each and every one of you. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you individually and learning from you because I know that you have a tremendous amount to offer. And with that, I'll say thank you so much. It has been an honor. It has been an honor to speak with you. And good luck. Good luck with everything else that holds into your future. Take care.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you so very much. We appreciate what you personally do as well as NOVO in the community as well, and for your wonderful partnership and collaborativeness that you extend out into the community. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. I wanted to also recognize our 2 graduates this year from Johnston Community College. We have Sherry Morris, who oversees our accounts receivable in the business office, and then Dina Henry, who is our registrar at Johnston Community College, and they are great leaders within our organization, and I just wanted to personally extend congratulations to them as well. I'm going to turn this over to Katie Crowder. Katie is our program director and an alumna of the program, and she can have closing remarks.
Thank you again for everybody being here today. Thank you, Harold and KS Bank, for being a sponsor of this program. I'm going to let Jeff Parlier speak for a second on behalf of the class, and then I will enter everybody and we will wrap it up. So Jeff?
Hey everybody, great to see you. Weirdest graduation ever, right? I meet you guys. Great to be with you. So before I cover my 5 pages of remarks, if everybody has a mask and you can grab it, don't put it on, just grab it. We'll need it at the end, okay? So Katie asked me to share a few things. What a crazy year it's been. We're probably the most unique class and one of the most unique years anybody's ever experienced. And so I was thinking back, what in the world do you say about a year like this and a class like this? I wrote a few things down. And then a couple of regrets, and then I want to thank some folks. So a couple things that I've learned, and maybe you guys have too. I think we all know who the official #1 question asker is in Johnston County. Okay, everybody got that? Thumbs up if you've learned that. Okay, I need a thumbs up. We also know who has the fanciest car in Johnston County. Everybody know who that is? Okay, yeah, Josh, I know you're talking about you. We also know who has the coolest James Bond accent in Johnston County, right? Isn't that right, Allison? Yep, you know I'm talking about you. We know who has the largest water bottle in the state of North Carolina on their person 24 hours a day, Katie Crowder. And I learned today, a brand new learning, I know what Adam looks like with a full beard, dude. You're rocking it. I like that. So we learned that. So those are some just, you know, kind of off the cuff learnings, but some more serious things I learned. Learned so much about our community. I think everybody would agree with that. You know, some of the things that jumped out at me of being in the community a little over 2 years, I had no idea the impact of tourism in our community. I mean, a lot of you guys have been here a while longer but just an amazing revelation to me. We learned how to make liquor, not that anybody is, but we learned how and saw how it was done in Johnston County, legally, by the way. I learned about some major businesses tucked back in Johnston County, right here where we live, that, you know, most of us may not have realized. Some really cutting edge businesses. We learned, at least I learned, we have an amazing healthcare system. We have an amazing community college. Knew a little bit about that, but really got to dig in and learn a lot more. And then we learned how to pivot. We learned how to Zoom like we're doing now. We learned how to plan fundraisers and then unplanned fundraisers. Sorry, Allison and Anna, that's just not cool, but that's just what we learned. So weird year, right? But a couple regrets, I guess I have is, you know, we didn't get to visit several of our larger businesses like Griffles and Caterpillar. We were looking forward to that. Didn't get to hit all of our stops. Didn't get to connect face to face with each other like we love doing. And of course, we didn't get to have a traditional graduation, although this one isn't too bad. So that's just some real quick things that I learned and appreciated. And despite all of that, despite the weirdness of the year, despite our challenges, what an incredible experience to participate in. Thank you to the chamber. Thank you, Katie. Katie put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Thank you to the volunteers. Thank you to our sponsors, all of that. This would not be possible without any of that. And then to you guys, my classmates, great group of friends. I consider you each a friend. I know I could call any of you guys for anything. What a great network we have. If you look around this screen, just a lot of great people and a lot of great places and a lot of different experiences we can call on. So thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, Katie and the chamber. And thank you guys for letting me hang around with you guys for a few months. It was fun. Miss you a lot. So one real quick, if everybody will grab your classmates, grab your mask. We need to have a shot on Zoom with a mask on. It just is appropriate, I think. So if you have your mask, let's go ahead and put them on. If you have them, that's a great shot. If you don't have one, just cover your mouth with your hand or whatever. So only time we will ever see this in the history of a Zoom call for Leadership Johnston is today. So that's my sign off, Katie. Take it away.
Thank you, Jeff. At this time, I'd like to recognize everybody that's been in this class this year. You have done an awesome job, and we really have had to switch it up, and everybody has been so flexible and so understanding of how the program has been different the last 3 sessions. So I'm just going to recognize everybody and who they work with, and then I will wrap it up, and we will see you later on this afternoon. Our first person is Eric Brownlee. Thanks for jumping on and joining with Home Masters Pest Control. Joshua Caro with First Citizens Bank. Jennifer Dale with Johnston Health. Brian Eves with the town of Smithfield. Denise Elliott with KS Bank. Allison GAMMAGE with My Kids Club. Michael Granis with the Morning Glory Inn,
Hannah Giddens, KS Bank.
Dale Ham, Recreation and Aquatic Center, Tracy Edward Jones, Dina Henry with Johnston Community College, with HOLT with Airflow Products, Anna John with House of Hope, Michael Johnson with Home Masters Termite and Pest Control, Cindy Laporte with Partnership for Children of Johnston County, Adam Lindsay with the Town of Clayton, Heather Macy with the Partnership for Children of Johnston County, Sherry Morris with Johnston Community College, Jeff Parlier with First Citizens Bank, and LaShawnDra White with Johnston Community College Foundation. Y'all have done an awesome job this year, and I thank you for being a part of the Leadership Johnston 2020 class. Thank you again to KS, Earl, and Harold. We couldn't have done this without you. We look forward to sharing some new experiences with this class. Next year, redevelop and get some things situated that'll be more social distancing friendly. But I thank y'all for joining us today. Y'all have a great afternoon.
Thanks, everybody.